Well, I'll tell you what, it's an exciting night in Fort Collins. The third edition of the Rocky Mountain Faceoff, underway from Colorado State. Starting forward line for Colorado, Trunco, DiDomizio, and Borgi. Starting defensive pairing, Gold and Gosnell. Liam Ogwin starting in net for the Buffaloes. Fought for along the side. He sent down towards Liam Ogwin. Play it down, got to get it away from the CSU defense. Petreznik worked off the puck. It's now picked up by Gosnell. Borgi sent it down towards Adam Trunco. Trunco taps it to himself. Trunco has his shot deflected off the stick of Ty Doan. Doan behind his own net. Sends it back for Cameron Cromwell. Norris along the boards, up for Doan, trying to send it into the attacking zone. Now Cromwell to grab it, shoots one, save made by Ogwin. Issa sends it into the netting to stop play. It's a quick stop, and CSU gets the first shot of the game.
It's a big one. CSU is here
Safe
trying to play spoiler. You don't want to let CSU play spoiler in the
Not
biggest,
at all.
You can't see my hand, but they're this close to nationals. They're inches away from nationals. You gotta win, and CSU is gonna be the team that wants to take you out.
CSU at the bottom of the WCHL in terms of the ACHA rankings. That doesn't mean the team is bad. Andy Mile, every team in this conference is really good. Colorado State placed at number 30 in the country out of 10 teams. Like, they got a team in the WCHL every 3 positions.
I mean, it's
in the
absurd.
top 30.
WCHL
It's absurd.
is so good.
Here's a pass in front. Marcinkiewicz off the post. A nice feed in front. Now a shot from Ferguson, stopped by Simon. Issa in front, score! What a start!
Was that Rosalenko's first goal?
It is this season. Jacob Rosalenko's first of the year in the biggest moment.
And what? It was a very simple play. Just a little pass right into front, and all the Colorado State defenders just disappeared. And Rosalenko had it wide open. Simon was moving to his left, and Rosalenko with essentially an empty net shot there.
I mean, can't get easier for Rosalenko, and what a way to get your first goal of the season. Boy, let me tell you, Rosalenko playing with Issa and Marcinkiewicz, he's instantly played better when he's with those two.
And I talked a lot with Rapp and the teams around and players around him this weekend. He makes players better. He's all over the ice, and he just helped there get this lead in a must-win game.
Here's Peschenik across the line, shoots one high over the net off the glass. Peschenik fights with Cromwell for it, and Cromwell picks it up for Colorado State. Petrangelo finds Huntbon. Riley Huntbon has it stolen away by Hartman. Huntbon trying to throw it in front. Clean pick by Quentin Kinney. Calagrosso in front. Petrangelo robbed by Liam Ogwin. What a save early in this one. 2 dead-on chances for both teams. One's gone in for Colorado. Colorado State nearly had their own. Peschenik has to tap it to himself if he lost control. And it's sent down towards Sam Simon. They'll stop play. And just about 3 minutes gone in this one. I mean, very, very exciting start.
Oh, man. I'm excited, Alex.
Boy, if that goal from Rosalenko did not make you excited, I don't know what will. This one sent right back into the Colorado State zone. Cowden fights off Foy. Here's Green, one of the 5 seniors for this Colorado State team tonight. Of course, it's senior night at the Epic. Huge moment for these Rams. Green shot deflected off a stick and goes into the netting.
Yeah, another factor. This is your last game on home ice. The Rams don't have another game at home this season. The only one tomorrow night in Boulder. You don't want to send your seniors off with a loss against your biggest rival.
No.
And you got to play spoiler. There's just so many factors into this game.
But the Buffs are in a position to do what the Rams did to their seniors last season. Beat them in their own building. Of course, last season to end the year, the Buffs were up a 3-0 on this Rams team late in the second, and Rams rallied to take that contest 5-3, which included an empty netter. Pass up the neutral zone, off the stick of a Ram, and now controlled by Ferguson. Paxton Bunting trying to clear it in. He's hit into the boards by Justin Vickers, and now around comes DiDomizio. Trying to get a feed in front, but no one's there. Vickers has it taken away. Now Ferguson in the neutral zone's got Borgi with him. Ferguson has his shot blocked. Trunco is over there, good clear by Tyson Shaw. Petrezek lost control of the puck. Petrezek goes below the goal line, and now behind the Colorado net, DiDomizio fights him off the puck, and now Colorado clears. Fresh, and now with the head of steam, Trunco trying to take that puck away. Doan along the near boards, floats it into the Colorado zone. Kate trying to touch it towards Ferguson, which he does. Ferguson trying that lead saucer pass up for Trunco. It's taken away by Ty Doan. He'll send it in towards O'Gwyn. Oh man, that got tipped off the stick of Kate. Made it a little bit more difficult for O'Gwyn to make that save. Marcinkevičius speeding up the ice into the offensive zone. Marcinkevičius walks in, and a big save by Simon. And that's the danger of Rapolis Marcinkevičius.
He just moves in with force and great speed.
Offsides.
CSU called offsides, and well, we still have time. Aiden, you want to talk about the starting goaltenders tonight?
You know, I'd love to. We've obviously got the starting goaltender tonight for the Buffs, Liam O'Gwen, starting the first night tonight. Matthew Server starting tomorrow at home. He's got a shutout now, pretty good record. In net on the other side is Sam Simon. He's basically played all of their games, 12, 13, and 3. Similar-ish stats. I expect it to be a good game goalie-wise.
Of course, Simon made that big save on Marcinkevičius just moments ago. Rosalenko, fresh after getting his first goal, looking for Marcinkevičius, and it goes into the corner. Rosalenko nudges it back for Kinney. He fans on the shot, and now here comes a breakaway. Justin Rudrow, defended by Hartman, and the tip, Maisa shoots, saved by O'Gwyn.
What a tip there. A little block by Hartman. He just stayed composed.
Great recovery.
Yup, and that stopped a possible dangerous scoring chance there. Got him too close to Liam O'Gwen. He's able to make the stop.
Quentin Kinney thanking his defensive partner big time right now.
Oh, yeah.
Here's
Hartman
Gosnell.
got that quick, too.
Yeah. Gosnell looking for Pearson. It's taken away by Pietrangelo. Now stuck in the neutral zone, has to retreat a little bit. Gosnell going to dump it in. Pearson back to Peschenik. Peschenik shoots, deflected, and off the pipe infrastructure of the Epic Center. A new rink for all of us.
It's certainly different than the rec center, you know?
Yeah, it's way too hot in here. That's the biggest
We
problem.
complain all the time about being freezing, but it's warm in here now, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really cold in the rec center, but this is a really nice temperature, almost too hot, as you said, Jared. It's a really nice spectator, a really nice place to watch a hockey
We've got a great vantage point here, too. We're very up high, so.
I agree. The vantage point up here is fantastic here at the Epic Center.
Aside from basically the near side blue line on the right, we can see everything.
While I'm in the moment, I do want to thank everyone at CSU for welcoming us and letting us broadcast here tonight. The hospitality has been great.
Absolutely.
We want to thank them for letting us stream this for you guys. Loose puck in front. Pearson shot stopped by Simon. Loose puck. McConney shoots, and another save by Simon. Two pucks just rolling in the O-zone, and two of the best scorers on this team unable to beat Simon there.
Well, I mean, we know Simon's a goalie. That's the only goalie I think we've seen play for the Rams in, 2.5 years? So, no, he's a good goalie. We know they trust him. Buffs beat him early, but he's looked strong since.
Racing up the ice is Christian Collins looking for that elbow on Ferguson. Puck dumped into the O-zone. Foy deflects a pass, keeps it in the O-zone for the Buffs. Farrow over there fighting for it. Foy steals. Back to Kate, shooting blocked. And now here's Tyson Shaw. Up to Collins. Skips past him. O'Gwyn covers quickly as he takes a dive. No, the puck goes behind the net. Play continues. Shaw moving around Kate. Back to Green. Stolen back by Ferguson. Jack Ferguson up to Fred Farrow. It's stolen away. Christian Collins backhands it into the offensive zone for the Rams. Here's Ferguson to clear. Borgi, pass to Trunco, over DiDomizio, missed the net.
Really, really nice move from
Boy, what
Trunco
about
there.
that? What if DiDomizio got his first goal this season
Hey, you
in
know,
this
why
type of
not?
moment too?
Trunco with a great pass there, though. That was underrated with how quick that was, too.
Trunco trying to get it past Norris. He flings it back into the Colorado defensive zone. Alex Hartman turns it over. Trezek. And so I think what's really interesting, DiDomizio almost missing the net there. I want to talk about the fact teams for lesser-known players on this Buffs team to score. They're taking. No one was there for Colorado State. Ferguson moving around Vickers, and he just sends it back in. Ferguson behind his own net. Pashenik up to McConaughey. Right side is up to Pearson. Pearson in the corner. Oh, hit hard by Doan. Now stuck in the neutral zone. Past Vickers. Here's Pashenik. Lays out Doan. Now he trips up. McConaughey behind the Ram net. Tripped up. Vickers stuck there with Cromwell. Farrow's over there for the Buffaloes. And now TJ Norris has it for CSU.
Nice
Stolen away by
back check
Farrow.
there. What an
Now
effort.
back in. Hartman up for Blevins. Sends it in and has to be blocked away by Simon.
I think my favorite thing I learned about Fred Farrow this week is he practices with a sleeveless jersey. I mean, that's just a crazy thing to do. Sleeveless jersey when you practice, and that's what Farrow does. It seems fitting, though, you know?
Hartman shoots blocked by Simon and
Seeing
away
eye
from
on
play.
nearly. Yeah, but it's been Buffs have had a good start to this game. They've challenged Simon. He's made some big saves. They beat him once, but they just gotta keep this momentum on and don't let CSU get back in this game. We saw that last week against Arizona State, tying the game late. But you just gotta stay ahead against CSU.
Kinney keeps it in the offensive zone, looking for Bunting. Now Blevins to chase it down with Cowden in the corner. Still sitting around there, picked up and stolen, back by Bunting, but he'll exit the zone and he'll have to regroup for the Buffaloes. Hartman able to keep it away from the Rams attack. Now here's Ben Ford. Cross ice, Green shoots, blocked by Hartman. Stolen back by Collins. Muscled off by Kinney and sent into the corner by Ford. Hartman collects, starts a rush with Bunting. 8.5 to go in the opening frame. 1-0 Colorado. Colagrosso shoots blocked by O'Gwyn. Colagrosso keeping it in the offensive zone. He's got a look. Welcome back to the Epic Center here in Fort Collins. Colorado leading Colorado State 1-0 as O'Gwyn makes that glove save. A little less than 7 minutes left in the first period. We'll make sure we get all our Wi-Fi issues sorted out as soon as we possibly can, most likely here after the first period ends. So hang in there. We'll make sure we get the best stream out there for you guys. Ferguson leaves it up for McConaughey. Now Pashenik into the neutral zone, leading it up for McConaughey, goes past him. McConaughey tracks it down past Cromwell, still stuck below the goal line of CSU. And now cleared away by Petrezek. He's taken out by Ferguson, and now here's McConaughey, reversing course. Into the offensive zone, McConaughey trying to drag it around Shaw. Kate just dumps it back in. Cromwell leading up for Petresic. Pokes it ahead, Norris. Worked off the puck by Kate. Now pops up behind the buff net. Peschenik back there, looking for Ferguson. Ferguson, nice move on the rolling puck. Gets it over towards McConaughey before it goes off his skate and to the stick of Martin Petresic. Foy. Get back. Now here's Bunting into the neutral zone. Bunting across the blue line. Sends it in. Square off the wall. Here's a shot from Foy. Saved by Simon and gobbled up by Green. Ben Ford. Across the blue line. Ford looking for Green. Stuck in the buff corner. Foy back for Kinney. Now Hartman picks it up. Bunting leaving it up for Blevins. It's poked away. And now Hartman takes control for the Buffaloes. Leaves it for Blevins. Now shoots one. Saved by Sam Simon. A little over 5 minutes to go here in the first period, and it's Jacob Rosalenko who has the only goal in this one.
It's the depth players that.
It's exactly what needs to happen. Here's a shot off the draw by Borghi that gets cleanly blocked. Almost starts to rush the other way.
I mean, Alex, you can talk about David Bolin scored a game-winning playoff goal to win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, you're right. Anyone can score it. Ross Colton scored a Stanley Cup winning goal for the Lightning in 2021. It's never the players who you expect it to be to score those big goals.
Oh,
big collision in front of the net. It's DiMizio on the ice for the Buffs. He's slow to get up. They clear it away. Trunco across the blue line, making a nice move, leaving it for Borgi. Turns around, blocked. DiMizio to loose puck, shoots, saved by Simon.
Well, good to see DiMizio down the ice because he got hit pretty hard there in front by his own teammate. That was buff on buff collision there.
4.5 to go in this opening frame. Still 1-0 in favor of the Buffaloes.
Good first period so far. They had that one shift where things got a little loose and Gwen stayed strong. The defense recovered. But other than that, it's been a lot of Colorado this game.
Face-off control by Colorado State. Tony Ohala controls off the draw, one of the 5 seniors for this Colorado State team tonight. Rosalenko down for Issa. Back to Rosalenko now. Lost him. Korsikevicius over there. Couldn't quite put it up. And a penalty coming up, the first one of the game.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who they were going to call there. I'm trying to see what they called. But Buffs power play up 1. If they can put another one in here, oh man, it'd be a great start to get a 2-goal lead in a little breathing room.
And it is Tony Ohala who will be going to the bench.
Roughing.
Going to the box.
Roughing is the call.
So 2 minutes on the clock.
And I think that Buffs forecheck's kind of becoming a frustrating thing for the Rams. George Issa right behind the net, just working hard and draws the penalty.
This one cleared right off the draw. Ogwin leaves it back for Kate. 4 minutes to go. Drops off Pearson. Looking for Kate up there, stolen by Maestas. Nice move. Maestas took him down by Kate, and now a hit in front. Got to poke it away. Loose puck. Shot. Missed the net. Looking. There was Doan. Decker. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Doan trying to find someone in front for CSU. Man, close opportunity. Rams nearly got equalized.
That would have been a disaster.
Here's McConaughey across the blue line, trying to establish an offensive presence again for the Buffaloes. Peschenik over to Kate, shoots one, blocked by Maestas. Kate keeps it in, over towards Pearson. Here's Peschenik, back towards Kate, off his stick. And now Borgi. Pearson has a shooting lane high over the net, off the glass. Taken away by Colorado State, now here comes a rush. Decker, one-on-one with Ferguson, shoots, scores!
Well, I was going to say we look a little bit lax, a little bit slow on this power play.
That stinks.
And on that rush, that 2-on-1 rush, we just didn't look like we quite had it, and this is what you get, shorthanded goal. And honestly, I'll take that now, as opposed to in the third period. If it wakes up the team now, I'm all for it.
Noah Decker's 12th of the year. He's been a real threat for this Ram team. Marcin Kevicius back towards Trunko. Trunko back to Ferguson, down to Bunting. Ferguson was thinking about shooting, now just sends it to the corner for Rosolenko. Rosolenko in the corner, stick loose on the ice. Bunting back to Ferguson, fakes a shot. Fakes another shot, now passes. Marcin Kevicius a blast, blocked by Norris. That's one he's got to hurt up in the shoulder area.
And you can see, Alex, I mean, their penalty kill is really, really good. It's gotten a goal, it's blocking everything, and it's aggressive. It's barely allowing the Buffs time and space to even think, let alone pass.
3 seconds on the penalty. It's killed off by Colorado State. Losing from Marcin Kevicius, fans on the shot. Man, that's uncharacteristic for Rapp. Puck now still stuck in the corner. Rapp trying to fight it back for the Buffaloes. Sent behind the Ram net. Under 2 minutes to go in the first period in a tie hockey game. Trunko steals. Back for the Buffs. Oh, he blew a tire. And now here comes TJ Norris, defended by Hartman. Norris shoots high over the net and into the netting. That rush looked a little slow.
Good recovery from Hartman as well to get back and cover for Trunko.
He's come up big early in this one when they've needed him on those rushes.
And let me say, Alex, this crowd is loud.
Yes.
And I would say I think the Buffs to this point are being a little bit affected by it.
Puck loose towards O'Gwen. He'll just cover it up. A little shove from Collins. They'll get in the way of the conflict. Make sure nothing comes of it. Minute and a half left in this first period, and now it's a brand new hockey. We're all tied at 1. Hartman to Blevins, up to Farrow. Fred Farrow is poked away. Buffs are offsides. Oh, Blevins cannot touch it. Now can, because he's onside. Buck's still loose in the O-zone. Neither team can control now, and now here comes Colorado State. Podlish has it blocked. Loose in front for Collins. He fanned on any sort of shot. Kinney across the blue line. Quentin Kinney with 1 minute to go in the first, shoots, missed the net. Blevins trying to throw it towards the net. Now lifted out of the zone by the Rams.
And some of these passes for the Buffs have really just been kind of off the mark. I don't really know what's kind of going on with them this first period. A little bit jittery, a little bit whatever, but they're not quite clicking just yet.
That pass too far for a Ram player. Under 40 seconds left in the first period. Gosnell trying to clear it, stolen away by Colagrosso, in front for Petrangelo. Here's a shot, and a save by O'Gwen. It's still down, and he's stopped. And now a scuffle breaks out. Near fight, helmet comes off for Gold. With 28 seconds to go, he gets a little physical with Huntbon. Gold's helmet comes off, throws his stick to the side. Puck's in the net. Of course, it won't count. It was after the whistle.
Yeah, it kind of floated in under O'Gwen way after the whistle. And hey, Alex, something about this crowd actually, as I just mentioned how loud it is this is their final home game of this season. And it's pretty packed in here.
Gosnell and Huntbon into the box for Colorado State. Gold also going to the box for the Buffaloes. Of course, anytime a scuffle like this breaks out, there's always a conversation from the scores table.
I mean, we're now well acquainted with those after
yes.
the Arizona State series.
Yeah, that series was penalties galore. One thing I had noticed, both of these teams,
Arizona State, 13 for us.
Well, that's a big talking point about the series last weekend. But for this weekend, both of these teams have taken a ton of penalties, and to me, I'm surprised that it's taken this long for really any sort of major scuffle or major penalty scuffle to break out. And it took it took over 15 minutes for the game's first penalty.
Yeah, and the issue with that is Colorado State's penalty kill, 21st overall in Division 1.
Yeah, they're really good on the
Ours,
penalty kill.
46th.
So the penalty kill's got to be on top of its game, like it was last weekend. They had a couple of really big moments against Arizona State.
That 5-minute major.
That immediately stands out,
Comes
and
to
then
mind.
they took the lead nearly after. Now Trace Jablin, head coach of the Buffalo, starting to try and ask the refs on what the
They've got
deal
two
is.
of our guys in the box.
Of course, they're going to defend the guys. But
Yep.
right now they say Gosnell has 2. Hunt-Bond and Gold don't have any penalties against it. Maybe coinciding minors, which looks like what we might be heading to, and it's just going to be a power play
It's
for
going to be
the Rams.
coinciding fighting minors, and it's going to be.
Well, there are currently 4. There's 5 out there. I missed Petrezik right next to the Buffs bench. I was about to say
Yes.
there's only 4 out there. I got to get someone else out there, but obviously not. I missed Maysauce over by the Buffs bench. And so the Rams will go to the power play with 28 seconds to go.
And honestly, this is a big kill. Momentum swinging to the Rams early on.
Ferguson is trying to clear it away, shoves it into the boards. Maysauce over the dome with 18. Fans on a shot, kicked by Kate. He's going to try and clear. Scuffle breaks out. Issa trying to lay the puck down. Mad scramble for it, throw towards the net. Missed the net. 5 seconds to go. Maysauce looking for a pass. Misses Vickers, and that will do it for the first period. A turbulent first period, an exciting first period, which sees this game knotted up at 1.
I mean, yeah, it's been energetic, to say the least. The fans are into it. The teams look into it. Buffs look a little bit skittish. I want them to go into the locker room right now. 20 minutes, calm down, cool your heads, breathe, and come out and dominate the next 40.
It was such a good start to the game. They had the momentum early. Things started to fall apart there. They just got to calm down. They played better that first period for a majority of it. Just settle down. You know you can beat this team. You've done it before. You know you're a good team, and you're the one that are fighting for nationals, not them. So don't let them ruin your season, end your season. Come out strong. They've got their chances. Simon stood strong. You're in this game. It's a tie game. You're not down. 0-0. Well, 1-1, but you know what I mean. 0-0.
The mentality is 0-0 going forward. And that ends things here at the Adora Pool Ice Center here in Fort Collins for the first period. Tie game, 1-1 here on Scope Up Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Adora Pool Ice Center in Fort Collins, Colorado. For period 2 between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Colorado State Rams. Colorado State with a 1.5-minute power play to begin the second. It's in the corner. 1-on-3 brawl. Levin's the only Buffalo there. Issa giving some pressure. And now Decker comes away for the Rams. Decker has the goal for Colorado State. Pass over. Decker back to Doan. Missed the net. Here's Maysauce. Vickers shoots one. Blocked in front. Issa. Poked away. Still sitting there along the near boards. Doan. For a pass. Decker. 30 seconds left on the Ram power play as the Buffs clear the puck. Vickers down towards Cowden. And the Rams trying to start something with 15 to go on the power play.
Just announced that Gaza also had a 10-minute misconduct at the end of the first period. So they're going to be missing a key contributor on defense for quite a bit here.
5 seconds left on the power play, and it looks like the Buffs will kill this one off. But will be without Luke Gosnell for the foreseeable future. Got to hunker down defensively. Petresic shoots one, glove saved by Liam O'Gwyn. So deflected off a stick and into the netting. A little over 2 minutes gone, and the Buffs have killed a penalty in the process so far.
Yeah, that's a big kill. Don't let them grab momentum early in the second. Buffs just need to get back to even strength and, keep the pressure on. Start this period how they started the first. Because that's when they looked good at the start that first period.
Face-off controlled by Colorado now. McConaughey shoots one, tough angle off the side of the net. Pearson poked away. Now here's Petrangelo trying to clear it. Ferguson back to Kate. Kate across the blue line, just sends it in off the backboard. And Kate keeps it in the offensive zone. Just throws one towards the net. Rebound in front. They score! No! Yes! Pashenik. Saw some reaction in the crowd, and Pashenik gives the Buffs the lead.
We talked about it earlier today. He is on a heater.
He's on fire.
He's scoring. He got the scoring touchback, and there's another one.
That's Pashenik's
Coming into this
30th
game,
point.
Max Pashenik has scored multiple points in 4 straight games. He's already halfway there to doing it yet again.
And his 30th point of the season, too.
Pashenik in the top 10 in the entire conference in terms of scoring. Only Buffalo in the top 10. Only Ram in the top 10 is Alex Latkovsky, who we have not seen tonight. Here's Isa right off the face-off looking for Rosalenko. But that's a big departure. But that's a big departure if Latkovsky is not in this game for Colorado State, their top point scorer, not on the ice. Vickers. Bring it back to Petresic. It's stolen away. Now Marcinkevičius starts a rush with Isa. Marcinkevičius. Oh, good play by Cowden on the 2-on-1. Poked away by Isa for a second now. A penalty coming up. Marcinkevičius hitting the board without a stick.
Yeah, Rapp was taken down behind the play there. Buffs get a power play. But last time they got power play, it was the Rams who were able to score and kind of control that play. Need a good power play here from Colorado. You can't let the Rams get another shorthanded goal.
And while I mentioned it, this Rams penalty kill is fantastic. Nearly top 20, 21st in the country coming into tonight. And that's the biggest advantage on special teams either side has. Marcinkevičius starts the power play, gives it to Trunco. Over to Ferguson, his shot blocked and cleared away.
And the Buffs decided to start their second unit on this power play. The first unit last time really didn't get anything going, let up a goal. Second unit, who I think looked really good last weekend on the ice here to start this power play.
Trunco banks it off the boards for Ferguson. He's hit hard by Podlesh. Bunting playing physical down in the Colorado State zone. Gets past Ferguson and cleared away.
Bunting's got to do a little bit better on the forecheck there to stuff the Rams up. And
bad turnover, Maestas. Nice move. Pass in front towards Decker, and he couldn't complete the pass.
And you can't give that opportunity to Maestas.
Bunting up to Rosalenko. Back towards Bunting. Rosalenko. Marcinkevičius dekes around one player. Marcinkevičius still has the puck. He shoots one, missed the net.
Oh, man.
Trunco.
He was trying to make up for that mistake right there.
Ferguson over towards Marcinkevičius. Lost the puck, just kind of poking it away from Cowden. Or Shaw. Now here's Rosalenko. Pivots. Leaves it for Bunting. Bunting back up to Trunco. 40 seconds on the power play. Ferguson fakes a shot. Shoots one out. Tipped up in the air. And Cromwell has it for the Rams, and he'll clear. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Buffaloes. O'Gwyn. Tipped by Ferguson. Borgie. Now Pearson. Cleared away. 20 seconds left. Pashenik running A breakaway opportunity for the Rams. 10 seconds. Pashenik, cross center ice. Across the blue line. Pashenik shoots, save. Rebound is loose, still loose, and Pashenik can't bang it home. Simon without his glove now. Borgi shoots, missed the net, and the penalty's been killed by the Rams. Now they blow the play dead.
Usually they blow those down quicker when the goalie doesn't have a glove, but I guess imminent scoring chance, kind of? Not really. I don't know. But great power, much better power play from the Buffs. Obviously a nearly brutal turnover by Rapp. It was a brutal turnover, but no harm, no foul. Then went up, set up, got a couple chances. Pashenik hard to the net again there. Buffs should, I think the Buffs would feel a lot more comfortable if they got another one. Just cushion the lead a little bit. This Rams team is not going to go away.
Well, they responded in the first, thanks to a shorthanded goal by Noah Decker. Well, the Buffs have the lead once again. Pearson in the corner. Norris keeps it alive for the Rams. Doan shoots one off the stick of O'Gwyn. Stolen away by Norris. TJ Norris around Ferguson. Trying to get it in front, and it's cleared away by the Buffaloes. Pearson up to Pashenik. Trying to move around Cromwell in his defensive play. Keeps Pashenik away from the attacking zone. Norris has the puck. Ferguson up there, poked away. Norris, nice move. TJ Norris, stopped by O'Gwyn, and he'll cover it. Fantastic moves by Norris, but what a save by O'Gwyn.
Yeah, I don't think he knew he had that one in front of him, but keeps the pad on the ice, keeps that one out, and then big save there. You don't want the Rams to get back into this one again. You want to keep this lead for the rest of the game if you can. And just keep cushioning on it if you can.
Cleared away forward. Cowden has it blocked. Foy pushes it back towards Farrow. Cleared away. Now Hartman chasing it down for the Buffaloes in the D zone. Foy, nice move around 4. Here's Kinney, across the blue line in the attacking zone. Slows down, now shoots one, deflected off the stick of Farrow and wide in the net. Foy runs into a Ram. Blevins going to give chase. Now Green trying to clear the zone for the Rams. Here's Christian Collins. Foy steals back. Blevins makes a move. Backhander stopped by Simon.
Just took a little bit too much time there. Allowed Simon to see exactly where he was going.
Cleared away by Colorado State. Kinney giving chase with Green.
Oh, how's that not icing?
Kinney trying to control. Now Foy able to save the day for the Buffaloes there.
Well, the Buffs, Jared, were on the end of a couple questionable icing calls last weekend versus Arizona State.
Trying to get that lead pass up for Foy. Maestas up to Decker. Decker around Kinney. Decker has it poked away. Maestas can't control the bouncing puck. Now DiMizio up to Borgi. Borgi's got a look. Shoots one wide of the net. DiMizio can't control. Now sent towards the net.
Buffs, too many men on the ice for the Buffs. Oh man.
You can't do that.
The puck, the shot was so wide, the ringed around the boards, and they were just caught in exchange there, just a little too slow. Now power play for the Rams.
And again, the penalty kill has to go to work, and not an essential situation. We're up by 1, but the way this game has gone, it feels like the Rams could score at any time.
Farrow will serve the penalty for Colorado. Rams to the power play for 2 minutes. Ferguson over there trying to clear for the Buffaloes. Still stuck down there. Trunko clears down, and now there is another penalty called. And it looks like it's going against Colorado again.
And this is just a lack of discipline here.
Borgi takes a penalty, and now the Rams are going to have 5-on-3 time. And this is where penalty kill has got to be locked down. Pushenik, Ferguson, and Kate, the skaters for Colorado, and they clear immediately on the 5-on-3.
All right, good start, good start. The special teams was a huge factor in last week's first victory. Gotta lock in again here because this is a huge moment of this game.
Decker over towards Doan. Ty Doan down to Rudrow. Cross for Vickers off the back of his skate. Now here's Doan. Shoots one, deflected wide of the net. Decker. Now Rudrow. To Doan. Fires one, saved by Ogwin. Rebound high over the net. That one sped past Ogwin. Here's Vickers. Trying to pass
Big
that one in
save.
front. What a save on Rudrow. Cleared away.
Gotta change quick.
1 minute left on the 5-on-3. Kate and Ferguson off. Kenny and Hartman on.
That's an unbelievable reaction from Ogwin. Just really, really speedy.
Vickers around Hartman. Behind the net. Vickers up top for Doan.
Only
Doan
problem
down
right now.
over Maestas. Here's Vickers again.
Pushenik unable to change, so he's tired legs out there. When you only got 3, that's not a great situation to be in.
Doan around Pushenik, leaves it back for Maestas. 30 seconds on the 5-on-3. In front, tipped, kicked away, loose in front, and now another whistle. The net's off. The net is off, so Pushenik's going to be able to get off.
Yeah, lucky break there. Buff's getting a
They're
little
not letting
bit
him change.
tired.
Buff's knocked the net off, so they're not going to let Pushenik get off.
25 seconds on the 5-on-3.
Yeah, he was the only player not able to get off when they changed, when they dumped that puck down the ice. So still tired out there. If he can win this face-off and clear, huge.
Face-off win essential here. You're right, Jared.
Pushenik will take the draw for the Buffs, and he wins it. Pushenik does a dive, makes a
Great
diving
effort. He's
play
got to get
clear.
off. He's got to get off.
He's headed
There
to the
he is.
bench. Blevins is on with 15 on the 5-on-3. Cromwell across the blue line. Cromwell has his pass deflected. Kenny trying to clear, kept in by Cowden. Cowden with 5. Cowden shoots, saved by Ogwin, and they kill the 5-on-3. Pietrangelo can't keep it in the zone. Blevins will send it down, and now here's a chance. Oh, but Farrow runs into the official. They'll kill the penalty. They'll kill the penalty.
Huge, huge kill by the Buffs.
Pietrangelo cross to Cromwell, just too far for him. Colagrosso leaves it down for Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo towards the net, tipped off of Kenny's stick. Pietrangelo back to Blevins, trying to get that towards Farrow. He's now lost his stick. Huntbon reversed his course. Huntbon shoots, saved by Ogwin. We've crossed the halfway point of this one, and what a kill. What a kill.
The ref just stopped the breakaway. Farrow.
Yeah, we're glossing over that. I mean, that was crazy.
Last time these two teams played, we had the worst offsides call I've ever seen in my life. Or not offsides call I've ever seen in my life that led to a CSU goal. This one Farrow just
I forgot
bodies
about
it
that
on a
one.
power
Oh,
play.
man.
Or on a breakaway. Oh my goodness, that's an unfortunate turn of events for them.
And that one seems more just coincidental rather than.
It is. But
Someone
still,
lost their stick
it
over
still
here,
hurt.
too.
That one hurts. But penalties killed, back to even strength. So that's the big part of that sequence.
Well, and at least you got to think the Buffs were not trailing in that situation, so it's not the end of the world. Here's Marcinkiewicz who's crossed the blue line. Marcinkiewicz who shoots, saved by Simon, can't cover. Marcinkiewicz who's fighting for it in the corner. Rosalenko trying to pick it up, and cleared away by Colorado State.
And the one thing right now is obviously they've just killed the penalty, 5-on-3, and that, that settles you down a little bit. But right now, Buffs still playing with a little bit less intensity than CSU, and you can see that.
9 minutes to go in the middle frame. 2-1 Colorado. Here's a turnover. Issa just lets it go out of the zone, and now he takes a big tumble and loses his stick.
And again, just lack of intensity. Just let himself be
Gold
completely.
responds by hitting Maestas in the boards. Puck pops free in just clear zone. Here's Rosalenko. He's got Trunko with him. Rosalenko shoots one, saved by Simon. Here's Trunko now picking up the loose puck. Round one defender. Trunko shoots off of Simon and just wide of the net. 8.5 to go. DiDomizio letting his presence be known on Decker. Decker. Up towards Maestas. Out of reach. Now here's Ferguson. Jack Ferguson sends it around the boards. Here's Borgie. Oh, it skips off the boards. Fanned on a shot, kept in by Hartman. Nice move. Hartman shoots. Saved by Simon with the glove with 8 to go.
Really, really nice drag move by Hartman there, because if he doesn't get that puck, Colorado State is going on a breakaway.
8:08 to go in the second period.
That was just a crazy thing. George Easter gets lit up. I thought that was a high hit, honestly. Blindside as well. And then the ref helps the Buffs by kicking a puck out in front. And then he did it again. That ref's gone their way 3 times in the span of a minute. That's insane. It's insane.
It's been a rambunctious, you could call it, game.
I mean, that's just
I like that word.
insane. But great response from the Buffs. They got some momentum back after killing that 5-on-3. Always a huge momentum shift there.
Absolutely.
And they win the face-off. Hartman shoots high over the net and off
They
the
need
glass.
to keep working at this, though. Absolutely.
Rams trying to clear. Here's Cromwell. He's trying to start a rush. Norris leads to a breakaway. Petresic stopped by O'Quinn, and he covers. What a stop on the breakaway. Oh, and now a big hit. Vickers' helmet comes off. Borgie getting physical. Tempers flaring here. And that'll be interesting. Again, we're probably going to have another long, lengthy conversation.
Yeah,
about what's
this
going to
is
happen.
matching. They're both going to the box. Ref gestured to both of them.
9 and 9 for both teams.
What?
No, I think the Buffs might get a power play here. I think they only sent one.
Okay, you know what? What a stop, though, by O'Gwen. Just that puck suddenly was in very dangerous spot, and then amazing speed on that breakaway, and O'Gwen just standing strong and tall in net.
I'll be honest. Borgie's probably a bit lucky that he's not in the box right now. He has got to tone it down, and
Yes.
this entire team's got to quell their emotions, cannot let the tempers flare, because they're getting lucky here.
Yes, they need to. This is luck. I really thought this was going to be matching minors to have a power play here.
Well, let's think about first period. Buffs were on the short end of the stick for when
Yes.
it came to the extra two. This one's just 2 and not an extra 2, but Buffs got affected by this in the first period.
Yeah, I mean, Jablin, the coaching staff, the players, just talk to each other, calm yourselves.
Play composed. Be physical, but don't let the tempers and the emotions flare out too much, because the Buffs now have a power play.
And this would be absolutely optimal to score on at this point in the game.
Pearson has to spin around 2 Rams, and it's going to be cleared away by Decker. O'Gwen quickly plays it away to Pearson. Turned over. O'Gwen has to make another save, and leave it for Kate. Kate across the blue line, sends it around the boards. Looking for McConaughey. Tipped up off the boards. CSU tries to clear, and they do. Maestas banks it off the boards, and now Borgie recovers. 40 seconds gone on the power play for the Buffaloes. McConaughey still touch pass with the legs. Now Borgie takes over. Borgie gets on sides. Borgie, tough angle shot, hits the side of the net. Under 7 to go in the second period. Kate down to McConaughey. Cross to Pearson. Pearson looking for that centering pass to Borgie. Save, rebound, is loose. And Beshenik couldn't get a clean shot. Pearson sends it back for Borgie. Mark Borgie, the captain for the Buffaloes team. He's McConaughey, back to Borgie. McConaughey to Ferguson, shoots one wide. Borgie to the rebound, and that shot deflected off a stick and into the netting.
Buffs are passing well around the perimeter on this power play. They've been doing that very well. They had a really nice cross-ice pass there 20-30 seconds ago, but they're not really getting anything in towards the crease, in towards Sam Simon, and Simon's a good goaltender. We've faced him multiple times. They need to get in his face a little bit more, obviously, without taking penalties.
Rapp signaling to Trunco something. It worked out. He wins the face-off cleanly. Now Trunco took possession right off that face-off. Ferguson shoots one well wide into the corner. 25 seconds left on the Buff advantage. Ferguson at center ice. To Marcinkiewicz leaves it for Bunting. Now over towards Rosalenko. Bunting with 15. Over to Ferguson. Jack Ferguson shoots one, save, rebound, Rosalenko, loose, Bunting, stopped by Simon. 5 seconds to go, and now a penalty going to be taken by Bunting with 2 to go on the Buffs power play.
No idea how we didn't score there.
And as you just said moments ago, Sam Simon's a really good goaltender. I think he's showing it right here.
That was a really nice stop by him. I'm not sure as to why Bunting's being sent off. He's incensed
tripping.
about it.
Oh, he was tripped. He
He
tripped.
was playing the puck,
It was clear.
but he tripped him up.
You must have missed that. It was clear.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
he
Bunting
didn't
tripped
look
him.
happy, though.
So 4-on-4 for a whopping 2 seconds. And then a minute 58 for the Rams on the power play. Rams to the power play. Here's Decker. Fans on a shot. Puck still loose. Trying to tuck it home. Net is off. Mesos trying to shove Issa. Rudrow also physical in there.
That's a mistake by George Issa. He's going to go to the box for that one. They're already calling that tight. You can't go in and... Oh, never mind. CSU just paid back. I mean, that's just dumb hockey. You're getting a 5-on-3 and you give a shove. Retaliation always gets called, Alex. I learned that early.
Usually it's not ever necessarily the instigator. It's always the retaliator.
Well, in this case, it's both.
Yep. Vickers is going to the box, and so is Issa. So I think, depending on if they add the penalties to make it 4-on-3, nothing changes.
I know you always want to be hesitant about using it in case you need it later, but if I'm the Buffs,
No.
Take
You
a
saved that
timeout?
late. That's a late game move. I
Okay.
think they played well. I think they've
played
had
well.
momentum.
They're
You can't use it now though. You can't use it now. You can't. That's a late game move. Unless
need to
things
be
fall apart quick here, you gotta save it till when you may need it.
Well, we're getting a little bit of timeout right now anyways, with the discussion at the scores table, because and this is the third time we've seen some sort of scuffle break out. People go to the box, refs discussing the penalties assessed with the scores table for a period of time.
So those brouhahas, I don't think those are brouhahas.
I don't know, not quite yet. I wouldn't say so yet.
Best word in hockey.
It's a fun one.
Oh.
And so
Double
Issa's
minor
got a
up.
double minor. We'll see if they put something up for Vickers here.
Well, he also might have got misconduct. Because Rosalenko's in the box too.
So, yeah, Issa's got a penalty against him.
I have to imagine Vickers is going to get some too here.
You would assume so. They're
The
still
ref at the
discussing
blue
things.
line pointed in the box. He saw him shove Blevins in the face after the play as well.
So we'll see. Our eyes are fixated on the scoreboard right now to see what they end up doing with Justin Vickers as it strikes 10 o'clock here in Fort Collins. 5:41 to go in the second period. The Buffs lead the Rams 2-1. So they got everything sorted out. And no penalty here against Vickers right now on the board. We'll see whether they've now moved Issa's penalty down to 2 minutes. A very, very interesting debacle they've got going here. And it looks like they're getting ready. Yeah.
I mean,
Another
you can't be doing
prolonged
this. You
segment.
can't be shooting yourself in the foot here. You gotta play even strength. You have to.
The penalty kill for the Buffs are going to have to come up huge again. Mesos starting the minute 50, 5-on-3. Passing over Decker, back to Doan, shoots, blocked by his own man. Another prolonged 5-on-3 for the Rams, and the Buffs have got to hunker down defensively. Here's a shot that gets deflected. Oh, Gwynn couldn't cleanly handle it. And now Pashenik trying to clear. Pashenik will. Pashenik trying to start a rush himself. Pashenik just sends it in.
I'm not a huge fan of this.
And smart move there, just stuff it up against the boards.
5 minutes to go in the middle frame, and it's once again Pashenik, Kite, and Ferguson killing the penalty. And Pashenik did a great job here. Oh my gosh, it's Stills down there. Now it squirts free. Now he's taken down.
See, that's what I didn't like about it. Now the Rams have a 4-on-2, 5-on-2.
Pashenik has to get back, yeah.
He goes off the ice.
Oh, what a play.
Diving play by Ferguson. Doan. Back to Rudrow. Shoots one, save O'Gwyn. He's got that one, wow. Through the legs of a defender.
Great effort by Pashenik there. I'm not gonna lie, I hated it at first. As soon as he CA down, I was like, I'm not a huge fan of this. You're tired, it's a 5-on-3. He killed a lot of clock there. And then he did get caught, but able to get back to the bench and no harm, no foul. But 44 seconds left on the 5-on-3. You can't give the other team, you can't give them too many 5-on-3s. You can't give them more. You can't do this to yourself. In this big of a game, you can't do this. You can't do this.
Colorado State's power play, by the way, is almost identical to Colorado's. So they're fighting in similar strength offensively on special teams. But yeah, this is a huge opportunity for Colorado State again after failing to score on a minute 45, 5-on-3 a second time. Now they're looking for something here. Borgi talking with the refs. And now he'll head back to the bench, discuss things over with head coach Trace Jablin. 44 seconds on the 4-on-4. Petrangelo off the draw. Leaves it for Petrezek. Back to Cromwell. Blocked cleanly by Blevins off his skate, and it went up into the rafters, and Blevins signaling to the bench that he needs to come off.
What a block.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do.
Right on the ankle. And so Keaton Foy will take his place for the Buffaloes. 4.5 to go in the second period. Petrezek. Petrangelo. Cromwell now, waiting to shoot. Petrezek fakes the shot. Cromwell now shoots right to the crest of Liam O'Gwyn.
Oh boy.
Should be proud of that
save.
crest here in Fort Collins.
.4:13 to go. 23 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Kinney trying to clear it, and it is cleared by Colorado. 15 seconds on the 5-on-3. All the skaters out there stay out. Petrezek with 10. Petrezek back to Cromwell with 5. Cromwell back to Petrezek. 3. Cromwell. 5-on-3's killed. 10 seconds of a power play. Punt bond deflected. 5 seconds on the power play, and it's stolen away. The Buffs have killed another prolonged 5-on-3 period.
And now they have to complete this shift and get it out of the zone.
Petrangelo shoots. What a glove save by Liam O'Gwyn. Wow! Are you kidding me?
Flash the leather. Oh boy.
He's moving like the Flash out here. That was lightning quick.
Unbelievable.
I don't know what else to say besides that was a phenomenal glove save.
I think you said it pretty well.
So 3.5 to go. Buffs still hemmed in their defensive zone. Gosnell off the face-off. He's finally back in the game after the game misconduct. Hit along the near wall, and now there's a penalty. Possible penalty. High stick. No arm up, actually.
No, there is. Over there.
And now they call it. I did not see the arm incident first. My bad, Jared. And one of the big keys to the game.
You can't make them bleed. So it's only going to be 2.
Well, and you keep going.
This is bad.
They
you gotta stay out of the box. You got to.
I mean, this is just undisciplined at this point. Those are our keys to the game. Stay out of the box.
That's the one.
This is a do
or
or
die.
die.
Is basically
This
just
is do or die game.
A must-win game. The biggest key to the game is stay out of the box.
They're just undisciplined at the moment, and They need to stop.
If they keep giving them these opportunities, they're going to score. Saved by O'Gwyn
Big
right
save
there.
by O'Gwyn.
And they're only up by 1, and the funny thing is they really don't feel like they're up.
Well, now here comes Borgi. Borgi's got Trunco. Finds Trunco. Breakaway. Oh, what a save by Simon. Borgi trying to wrap it around, and the net comes off. Wow. Just as we say that they are back-headed in their own zone, they turn it around.
I think Trunco just missed that. I think he
Oh
just shot
my
that
goodness.
off.
I think Simon got a blocker on that.
Regardless, what a chance.
And what an opportunity that would have been to respond
Oh my God, absolutely.
with a shorthanded goal of your own.
But what a play there. Borgi got that pass over, and then Trunco was just in complete open space and nearly got that one off. He beat Simon for second, split second.
Wow, close call, but an offensive zone draw for the Buffaloes on the penalty kill with 3 minutes to go in the second period. Pashenik has the lone goal in this middle frame.
Well, the clock's running.
I think they got to reset.
Yeah,
no,
that's not-
they're gonna start. For a second, it looked like they were gonna stop things, and they dump it in for a moment. Mesos fans on it, but it's picked up by Doan there. Minute and a half to go on the penalty for Colorado. Colorado State still has plenty of time on the power play. Borgi trying to disrupt that play. Here's Decker, shoots one. Oh, he scores. A laser that beats him in the top left corner. I mean, pinpointed that shot.
You can't do that. O'Gwyn cannot stop everything. At some point, the goalies cannot stop everything in this game.
You have
And
got to stay out of the box.
It's now tied 2-2. There's 2.5 remaining in the second. The Buffs need to stop playing around, is basically the situation that they're in right now.
Well, they killed two huge 5-on-3 penalties, but because they gave up too many penalties.
And they give up a soft one.
Yeah. Here comes McConaughey. Now Huntbond reversing course. He's got Colagrasso. 2.5 to go in the second. Up towards Colagrasso. That pass a little too hot for him. Here's Pashenik. He's got the goal for the Buffs here in the second period. Pashenik slips down, trying to get that pass towards McConaughey in front of the crease. Puck still floating in the corner of the Rams' D zone. Buffs maintain control. Kinney shoots one. Blocker saved by Simon. Popped up in the air and settled down by Colorado State. Under 2 to go in the second period. Colagrasso up to Huntbond. Shot blocked by Hartman. It floats over the Buffs net. Rosalenko in the corner. Hit hard. Well, they still fight for it. Rosalenko still fighting for it. Puck trailing towards O'Gwyn. He'll cover. 1.5 to go. They got to get physical again, and man, these teams really showing why they do not like each other here in this second period. Tempers have been flaring, couple scuffles. They got to control the emotions on both sides.
And regardless of the outcome here tonight, I'm very interested to see how tomorrow goes.
Holy cow. What a second period. Two. 1.5 to go. Draw controlled by the Buffaloes. Immediately stolen back by the Rams. Rosalenko blocks a shot and is into the neutral zone. Rosalenko chasing down the puck. He's got it. Rosalenko looking for Blevins.
Smart idea there.
Now here comes Podlesh. He's got Norris. Podlesh has his shot cleanly blocked. Puck trailing in the slot. And now Marcinkevičius reversing course. Marcinkevičius has got Blevins. Marcinkevičius over to Blevins.
Oh!
Save, rebound. Rosalenko scores! Unbelievable! The Buffs retake the lead. Rosalenko has his second of the game.
Big time players build their names in the games where it matters most.
Oh my goodness!
Open ice. Marcinkevičius recognized it. Who else to assist on that? Flew in, got the pass over. The first attempt rebounded right off Simon, right to Rosalenko.
Oh my goodness.
And he picked that spot.
So the Buffs retake the lead, and they respond. And I mean respond after letting up the equalizer.
And that's what they did last week, too. Oh, man.
Here comes Trunco. Puck loose in front, and Simon will just cover. Oh, and DiDomizio shoved after the play. He kind of took a little swing at
the
Simon.
Puck was still there. Like,
yeah.
It was close, but
it's the typical don't touch my goalie type shove.
why he gets shoved.
Yeah.
He understood.
You kind of
too.
understand. You kind of understand why that happens. Kind of lucky he avoided a little bit of a penalty that was a little bit more like a deliberate cross-check, and it was retaliation. But of course, the Buffs got away with something, and depending on what side you're on and what your opinion is, you could say that the Rams got away with that. I don't necessarily believe so, but who knows? But I mean, regardless, Buffs steal back momentum.
Absolutely. That's what I would call it, a steal. Yeah.
Puck turned over in the O-zone. Here's Borgi, and his shot. Tried to squeeze it in between the stick of Doan, and it goes into the netting.
Here's another thing with what the penalties are killing. You're not able to roll your lines. Matt Marson Kevin hasn't been on the ice that often this period because of the penalties. He's on the ice, gets an assist on that goal.
Exactly.
Rosalenko, not on the ice as much, and he's having a great game. You gotta keep your best players on the ice, and you can't kill in penalties.
And not even roll your lines, but just keep up that offensive mind and offensive momentum. You can have defensive stretches, but you have to keep up that offense, and just the amount of penalties does not allow you to do that as a team.
So 30 seconds left in the second. Ferguson throws it towards net, tipped by Cromwell, and it just hovers in front of Simon. 20 seconds to go. Rams one final rush. Rudrow trying to move around Kate.
What
Good
a play.
stick.
What a defensive
15
play there by
seconds.
Kate. Oh, no.
Doan, slap shot. Missed the net. 10 seconds in the second period. Pashenik trying to get it up towards McConney. Here comes Pashenik, and now the Buffs are offsides.
No, high stick.
High stick.
Back behind the play. Not a penalty, but just blow it dead.
4.7
What
to
a
go.
response. I mean, we saw that last week against Arizona State. The Buffs let up a goal. You wanted it. They went out and scored the next one within seconds, it felt like.
Oh,
And they did it here again. They know what's on the line. They know what's on the line, Alex. They know they can't. They got to win. They know when they let up a goal, they got to answer back and get one.
5 seconds left. Buffs win the face-off. Gate just holds in the corner. And that will do it for the second period. What a turbulent second period. Action on both ends. Penalties being taken. 5-on-3s being killed. Power play goals being scored. And the Buffs respond after feeling like they were hemmed in their own zone for the majority of that period. You know, and they stay in front.
Well, I mean, the truth is they were hemmed in their own zone for the majority of that period, and you have 20 minutes left. This has been, for all intents and purposes, a spectacularly even game. The shots on goal, 27-26 for the Buffs. It's been even, despite the penalties, it's been even.
And the unbelievably exciting game.
It's been fantastic. The key here is, look at how many penalties you took in that second period.
Yes.
They cannot do that.
No.
They have to go into this locker room, sit down. I have a heart-to-heart, honestly, and say, guys, we need to play with the physicality and the strength and the skill that we know we have, but stop taking the penalties.
And a lot of them have been after the whistle penalties too, and that's the same thing
And
for season.
they're also just not great penalties. They haven't prevented a goal. They're just not great penalties to take and are just actively disrupting all of your momentum.
So a conversation in the locker room will be very interesting. But what stands at the end of the second? The
Buffs
Colorado
lead.
Buffaloes lead the Colorado State Rams on the road in Fort Collins, 3-2, in one of the most exciting periods of the season. You will be right back on Scope Up Sports for what should be an exciting third period. Don't go anywhere. You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back. welcome you all back to the Epic Center in Fort Collins for the third period between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Colorado State Rams. I mean, what an entertaining game so far. And it's safe to say, the season could come down to this right now, Aiden.
I mean, there's 20 more minutes. We were just talking, Alex, but Colorado needs to come out with a fire, a fight in these first couple minutes, because they've been saying how just they're, we need to win this. They're down to the final wire, but they've been lax this game. They've been, a little bit just lackadaisical with their play. So they need to come out with a fire.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so it is time for one more period. They take the nets out. The teams are not out there. The coaching staffs are. And Jared, I think it's safe to say the one key.
Like McConaughey out there, you need your star players to play on the ice. And if you're sitting in the box, you can't do that. And why do we got a 5-minute major on the board, Alex? Sam Simon got a
penalty.
penalty.
Against Sam Simon.
That could be a mistake.
That has to be a mistake. Has to be, right?
I don't know. There was a bit of a kerfuffle at center ice at the end of that period. I didn't really see what happened.
I think it's just hilarious that it's Sam Simon that's listed up there, which is obviously not the case. They have the CSU box open. I've got no idea what's up with that.
Well, this could be huge.
We'll see what happens here, but
wait. No, that is Simon in the net still. I thought I was going crazy for a second.
No, that's not.
Are you sure?
No, it's not.
Is that not a
Caleb
one?
Bartholomew's in the net.
All right, they got a new goalie. Yeah, no, Simon must have got ejected. What did I miss? What did we miss at the end of that period?
I have no idea what we missed.
That's a new goalie, right? I'm not crazy.
It is a new goalie for the Rams.
That could be really, really big.
And so it is 5 minutes against Sam Simon, the goaltender for the Rams. So Caleb Bartholomew playing in net for CSU, their backup goaltender. Caleb Bartholomew has played in 6 games this season, has a 4-1 record, and has a .926 save percentage. So definitely a good backup option. Here's Borgie, save rebound. Pushchenick can't put it home. This is wild to start the third. Here's Kate. Up to Pearson. This is the chance to beat this fantastic penalty kill for CSU. This is it. Bartholomew's on top of it.
Gotta test him. You gotta test him.
Just get shots on him.
He's cold. Great.
He's cold. Get shots on him. He's not Simon.
He's
they
cold.
Just need to keep that in their head.
How many games has he played this year, Alex?
He's played 6. He's 4-1.
All right.
So far this season.
I mean, good record, but you gotta test him. You gotta test him.
And it's not even like Simon's the one on the bench. That's not even.
No, he's out of the game. He must have got kicked out.
That's Sean Bolduck, now in the backup position for Colorado State. Cowden trying to leave it for Huntbond. He's onside that time.
I don't know. He was the one
Maybe.
He was the one who benefited from that last time these two teams played.
Here's Colagrasso moving around Pearson. Oh my goodness. Colagrasso broke Pearson's ankles.
You know what? The puck didn't go in, so I didn't see it.
Here's Pushchenick with about a minute and a half to go on the power play for Colorado. McConaughey looking for Pushchenick here, stolen away by Marcinkevičius. Oh wow, that's stopped by Bartholomew. Bunting has it poked away by Shaw. Ferguson able to get it to Marcinkevičius. Wrap across the blue line. Backs off. Wrap. Still has the puck. Flips it to Trunco. Trunco shoots. Scores! It got through the legs of Bartholomew. And the Buffs have a 2-goal lead.
I don't think the fans like that, Selly. He just jumped right at them. Oh my God. Big moment. This is Trunko's last year. It's been 6 years he's been here. He hasn't made nationals. He hates this Rams team. He hates them. I mean, everyone on this bench probably hates them. What a goal.
Massive, massive early goal. And on the first half of the double,
well, no, the penalty's not going to end.
Excuse me, sorry. I saw 4 and I was like, it's a double minor.
I mean,
keep going at it.
This game means a lot to everyone. Every senior, every player on this team. But it means to Trunko, it means just a little bit more. He's played over 100 games here. This is his 109th game in the black and gold. He wants this more than anybody.
Now a possible 2-on-1 for Colorado State the other way. Vickers, stopped by O'Gwin. I mean, if CSU wanted to get back in this one, that was it right there. But the Buffs now have a 2-goal cushion. McConaughey across the
game of the year nonetheless, on the road. Alex,
Ferguson again now shoots one, tipped wide of the net. Trunko in front. Bartholomew. Ferguson again now shoots one, tipped wide of the net. Trunko in front. Bartholomew able to make that save.
Yeah, it's gonna hit hard. That day tomorrow is gonna be
Welcome back to the Epic Center in Fort Collins. The Buffaloes currently hold a 3-goal lead on the home Colorado State Rams. Trunko shoved it off by Huntbon. They scored twice on a 5-minute major to begin the third period. One from Adam Trunko and one from Max Pashenik. Apologize once again for our connectivity issues. We're struggling with Wi-Fi here at the Epic Center.
New arena, new issues.
We can't have a perfect broadcast,
but
can't we?
Great hockey.
Oh, yeah, great hockey game. We can't seem to have a stream that goes flawlessly, right? Always got to run into 1 or 2 or 5 issues. Less than 5 seconds. Pearson went to the box. Play stopped here. Pearson getting ready to get out of the box. And gotta say, Simon did. Took a goaltender for Colorado State after Simon was kicked out of the game. Stolen by Rosalenko, now looking for a hat trick, as well as Pashenik. Both have 2 tonight. Rosalenko trying to steal it back for the Buffaloes. Petrangelo trying to squeeze through Marcinkevičius. Ferguson, she does, impressively enough. Able to keep the puck in possession for Colorado State for just a moment longer. Isa to Marcinkevičius. Marcinkevičius drops it off Rosalenko. Rosalenko backhander, missed the net. Marcinkevičius trying to pass that one in front towards Isa. Stolen by Petrangelo. Petrangelo across the blue line. Has it poked away by Kate. Isa sends it down the boards.
You know, every time you say Petrangelo, I really just am thinking about the Golden Knights. And that Petrangelo actually just hit 1,000 games.
Well, there you go. Here's a shot that's gloved by O'Gwin. He'll just cover after the play. 11:22 to go. And we'll be right back. And so after all that debacle, another penalty assessed after the whistle. Gotta say, both teams now taking have taken a lot of penalties after the whistle tonight. The Buffs, of course, took a ton in the second period. Now it's poked away by Decker. Maybe looking for a hat trick himself. Decker, stopped by O'Gwyn this time.
Big save by O'Gwen there. Just positioned strong, face on the puck, square. Really, really well done.
Borgie, it's McConaughey. McConaughey sends it around the boards. Pearson in front looking for Borgie. Here's McConaughey back to Kate. Fakes the shot. Pearson shoots one off of a CSU defender. Pashenik halts. Shoots one towards net. Borgie trying to get to the loose puck. It's still loose in the slot and cleared away by Colorado State. 10.5 to go to the game. Buffs lead by 3, and they have a minute left on their power play. Here's McConaughey. Scores! Wow! I'm telling you what, he fooled me.
That one took you a while.
So bad, and he scored. Are you kidding me? Drew McConaughey, what a shot.
I looked down. I missed it.
A snipe in the top left corner.
Absolute snipe
Oh
of
my
a wrister.
goodness.
McConaughey, he has a shot that he likes, and that is it. Just completely over the top shoulder.
Awfully
of
quiet in
Caleb
Fort Collins right
Bartholomew.
now, Alex. Awfully quiet.
Yeah.
Hey, it was louder earlier, and
They silence the fans here at the Epic Center.
perhaps we'll get to walk out chanting a certain chant that the Buffs fans like.
Probably gonna not do that.
Probably better not to do that. You can do that. I'm probably not going to.
If you do that, I don't know you.
Exactly.
For now. When we get home, yeah. Is that an O'Gwen
If you
assist
don't
too?
do that, your name's Aiden Glockner. If you do that, your name's Patrick Dawson.
Patrick catching strays over here.
Meanwhile, here comes
I
Pleasant.
think Liam O'Gwen got an assist on that too.
That would have been awesome.
I think they announced it. So he
First
can do
goalie
everything.
point of the season for the Buffs. Now in the neutral zone, here's Foy. Foy hit in the boards by Green. O'Gwen heading to the bench. That's going to be a penalty against Colorado State. Here's Foy. Gets it over to Marcin Kevicius. And he's hit hard by Ohala, but stays up. And now the Buffs are going back to the power play. Now Colorado State playing a little uncomposed.
Yes, and I mean, these 3 quick goals have kind of really rattled them. You can see it. They're skating around far less confident than they were. The Buffs, not a dramatic increase, but they absolutely look more confident on the ice. They look better. The offensive prowess is better. And what a boon to the game it was for Sam Simon to have been kicked out.
Poked away, and now here comes Norris trying to get a breakaway for CSU. Cannot do so. Ferguson leaves the puck for Marcin Kevicius. It floats up off the boards. Here's Bunting back to Rosalenko. In front looking for Ferguson, now taken away. And now Trunko's got to hustle back. So does Marcin Kevicius. Look at the hustle. Norris stumbles. And now shoved off the puck by Bunting.
Fantastic effort by those two. Not even defensemen, either of them.
Here's Ferguson into the attacking zone. Sends it around, hit by Vickers. And Pearson has to chase down the puck after CSU clears again. O'Gwen backhands that one to Ferguson. Able to get it around Vickers, but I gotta say, Vickers not letting up, and now he's taken down. He takes down Ferguson, still fighting in the boards. Doing a lot of good job killing that penalty. Now a stoppage in play. It's like a hand pass. I saw a hand pass signal against the Buffs. So a defensive zone draw for Colorado. Trunko back to Ferguson with under 8.5 to go from Fort Collins. Borgie over to Trunko. Now here's Pearson. Oh, turnover close towards the net. O'Gwen plays it away.
Hold the play by O'Gwen there.
Yeah, bold play. Pearson behind the CSU goal. Up to McConaughey. McConaughey. Down to Pashenik. Pashenik makes a move, and it's poked away. McConaughey back to Borgi. 20 seconds on the power play. McConaughey shoots one. Saved by Bartholomew. Pass in the slot, taken away by the Rams, and they'll clear it away.
He's looking for that shot again, other side, but same shot. He just has a snap of his wrist on these shots.
5 seconds to go. And that is dumped into the Colorado State zone. The penalty has been killed by the Rams. Here's Tyson Shaw. Shaw across the blue line. Shaw looking for a play. Shaw can't get it there. Now here's Christian Collins with 7 minutes to go at the Epic Center. Cleared away. Blevins leads it up for Paxton Bunting. Bunting shoots one. Tough angle. Can't beat Bartholomew. Shaw pokes up for 4. Shot on goal. Saved by Bartholomew. Bunting to the rebound. Backhander stopped by Bartholomew. 6.5 to play. Foy looking for Bunting in front. Fans on it. Now Blevins shoots. Oh! Either just missed the net or a great save by Bartholomew.
I think just missed the net, but Buff's putting it on the Rams at the moment, just peppering them with shots. That one nearly goes in.
Poked away by Colorado State. Here's Christian Collins. Drops it off. Ford shoots. Glove save O'Gwin. 6:09 to go from Fort Collins. I'm about to say it.
Fans starting to leave the rink
green
here, Alex.
shirts and jerseys leaving the building.
Well,
They think it's over.
I mean, 6:09 left, but down 4. Tall order, especially when you've got a cold goalie, and Colorado wants this on lock.
If you're on that bench right now, on the Buffs bench, that's a sight exactly that they exactly want to see. Cleared away by the Buffaloes. Here's Rosolenko. Saucer pass, Issa. Oh my goodness! What a pass by Rosolenko, and a great save by Bartholomew. Point blank on Issa. I have no idea how he got that shot off. It was right in front of him, and I don't know how that skipped past him.
Unbelievably impressive, and
What a better
really
save.
good try. Really good save, really good tracking on that. And Issa, great job to track that puck and try to get that attempt off.
Puck is loose. Off the face-off, here's Norris. Norris leaving it there for Marcinkevičius. Taken away by Rosolenko. Gosnell barrels it around the boards. And now picked up by Tydone. Up to Norris. TJ Norris. Poked up by Petrezek. And O'Gwin will just softly place the glove down to cover.
And, you know, whether it's a result of the multitude of power plays the Buffs have had or not, they've looked far more complete of a team on the ice this third period, and that's what we said they needed to do in these 2 games here in Fort Collins and tomorrow night in Boulder, is just be a complete 5-man unit on the ice at all times.
Here's Adam Trunko. Leads it for Borgi. Now, Trunko barreling down the ice, shoots one wide. DiDomizio slips. Turnover. Now here comes Colorado State. Decker looking for the hat trick. It's a 3-on-1. Decker stopped by O'Gwin with 5 to go. And if there was any chance Colorado State was getting back in this game, that was it right there.
You want to pass that there probably if that's your opportunity. There was a 3-on-1.
Borgi leveled by Maestas in the corner. Borgi. Now Ferguson back to Gate, shoots one, save Bartholomew. Justin Rudrow up to Tristan Maestas. Maestas shoots one, save by O'Gwin. 4.5 to play. Rams are closing in on the goal-a-minute scenario. Shaw has it tipped off a stick and away from the net. Here's a shot from Rudrow that he fanned on. It was sent right to the corner.
Rams
Puck
with some
battle.
offensive response right here, though.
They steal the puck back. Maestas. Here's a shot from Cowden, and Liam O'Gwin makes the routine save.
Weird floater of a shot there. DiDomizio kind of just dropped down and into the breadbasket and the logo of Liam O'Gwin.
4:08 to go. Colorado State now in that situation where they're going to need a goal a minute to tie this one. I'm going to say, do they even pull Bartholomew at this point?
I don't think so, honestly. Their season's over after tomorrow.
Pearson in front for Pashenik. Just a little too far away from him. Huntbond grabs the puck across the blue line. Huntbond around the defense. Shot by a rebound. Oh, O'Gwyn makes that save on Pietrangelo. Unbelievable.
And he didn't know where that puck was for a hot second there.
McConaughey. He's got Pearson trailing, and he can't get over there. Doan shoves him in the boards. Pearson reaches the puck. Hartman slaps it in off the stick of Bartholomew.
Great defensive block by Doan there on McConaughey. He knew Pearson was there and was not allowing a 7th goal.
Pietrangelo up to Huntbond. Tipped off the stick of Bunting, and now the Buffs regain control. Farrow up to Kinney. Quentin Kinney has it poked away. Kinney still has the puck. Kinney across the blue line. Kinney looking for a pass now. Has it taken away. And now the Rams come down the other way. Here's Green across the blue line, just barrels the puck around the boards. Collins. Stuck there on the boards. Now here's Gold. Under 3 minutes to go from Fort Collins. Buffs with a 4-goal lead. They've scored 3 here in the third period and the last 4 in this one. Farrow shoots one on and the save is made by Bartholomew. This one will be sent all the way down into the Colorado zone. Gosnell to retrieve. And looking for goal is cleanly taken away by Collins. Christian Collins. Passes, there's a nice shot and a save by O'Gwyn. Pass in front, quickly cleared away by the Buffs defense. Puck has been iced by the Buffs, and there's 2:04 to go. With the Buffs up 4.
What a third period here from Colorado.
CSU looks deflated.
I mean, when your star goalie, who's been your anchor, your stalwart in the net, gets kicked out, can't play the third, letting a quick 2 goals.
Oh, big save O'Gwyn, and he gloves it on the rebound. Are you kidding me? He's putting on a show tonight.
And that's what happens when you got your goalie. And the Buffs have 2 goalies. Right now, Simon
Buffs
leaves
got
the game.
3 or 4 goalies.
Well, they got 3 or 4 on the roster. They've had 2 in constant rotation.
Well, yes.
And they said very clear they have confidence in all 4. So, but
more Ram fans headed for the exits in Fort Collins, trying to make the trek back to campus. And maybe they make the trip down to Boulder tomorrow.
maybe. I know I'm happy to be back in Boulder tomorrow.
You know,
Very well
it'd be
to be
kind of
here.
nice to be back in the rec center where it's nice and cold. It's pretty
Yeah.
hot here, which
yes.
again I'm not really going to
But
complain about too much, but
Also,
still.
I'm going to appreciate not having to drive an hour and a half to get to a hockey game.
That's
I
also
agree.
true.
But hey, with a minute 30 left, at least our drive home is going to be happy.
Yes, it made the trip worth it. Minute and a half.
Yeah, that would have been a bad ride
Left.
home if the Buffaloes weren't able
That's one of those.
to take this game
Those
home.
are one of those car rides where you just sit. Everyone sits in
Yeah,
silence.
You put on. I take the aux. You just put on the sass music you got. Not today. Now,
But, yeah.
Now, what do we play on the ride home?
The fight song, of course.
All right. Fight song it is.
I'll be singing every word.
Fight. Yeah, you know the words. You're in the band.
I know all the lyrics to all 3 fight songs, saved by Bartholomew.
You don't
there.
know the fight song?
Not at all. What?
How?
I know.
How are you a student and you don't know the fight song?
I know like the last 10 seconds.
Oh, what a pass. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Liam O'Gwyn is playing out of his mind. Cowden shoots blocked by O'Gwyn. 50 seconds. We're going to have a conversation, Aiden, afterwards. We need to have a talk.
I know the ending. That's the only important part of the football games.
Sure.
I had 5 years of experience with the fight song, so.
Yeah, no.
Little different
I've been here
story.
for a year and a half, so
30 seconds to go.
I get leeway.
25 seconds left. Two Rams collide into each other. Bartholomew quickly steers that one away. 20 seconds. Here's a shot. The save, rebound, score! Blake Blevins punctuates a massive victory for the Colorado Buffaloes. It's 7-2.
Punctuates. I like it.
Hey, and this, we didn't talk about this, but if everything goes right this weekend for the Buffaloes, a 5-goal victory, does that have any pull on the computer?
Yeah, it does.
I think
that's
sure.
half. That's half of the. That's half of it. One ranking is
mean,
just winning or losing,
oh
and the other
boy.
one is how bad you beat a team. And so, the CSU student section, who's been right in front of us pretty much all game long, is virtually empty
Credit
in
to
the
them,
final
though. They
10
were
seconds.
hype.
Awfully
Oh yeah,
quiet
All
here,
the
they
game.
brought it.
They made a great
Awfully quiet.
atmosphere.
And that is your hockey game. The Colorado Buffaloes come into Fort Collins and take down the Rams 7-2 on the road. An emphatic way to keep their season going and push momentum forward to tomorrow night in Boulder. The CSU bench empties and they signal the fans for the final time here in Fort Collins. And you gotta, I mean, even though it's your rival, in the human element, you kind of got to think about it and take a step back, and you got to be like, dang, those seniors had a chance to come out and beat their biggest rival, and they just came up short, and that's just tough.
It's tough, but on the other end,
But they can
our
exact
end-
revenge tomorrow night. Now it's not the Buffs senior night, so they can't just do the same thing. But they can exact their revenge and end the Buff season tomorrow night. But this
Exactly.
is a huge victory for
This-
Colorado
this
on the road.
Monumental victory on the road. Really, really incredibly performed by Colorado, especially in this third period. Alex, we were saying after that second is they were just kind of playing with their food, playing with fire, you know. It was 3-2. They were just really just kind of messing around, and we said they need to lock it in entering the third, and that's exactly what they did. Locked it in the third, facing a cold goalie, got some power play time, and took advantage of it. 3 goals. 2 goals, 4 goals on the power play, as you saw.
2 goals on the 5-minute major. Yes.
Yes,
But
that's what I
4
was
goals
there.
in the period.
Yep, 4 goals in the period, 2 on that 5-minute major. Just really phenomenal way to come out in the final 20 minutes and say, okay, we're winning this.
This is their first win in Fort Collins since December 3rd, 2021, when they won 4-3 in this building.
And as
They've lost, I think, their last 4 games here at the Epic Center.
I mean, as you'll remember, the most recent ones being tied with a chance with just under a minute left, losing 4-2 at Fort Collins. You'll remember last season, at the end of the season, this exact time of year, losing 13-2 here in Fort Collins. So, phenomenal job to come in here, packed house, emphatic house. The crowd was phenomenal all night, and in that energy, just really, really well played in this third period by the Buffs.
Tell you what, here are some of the goal scorers from their last win in Fort Collins. Adam Trunco, Mark Borgi, Adam Trunco a second time, and George Issa. The 5th goal came from former captain Jake Hager. But I mean, it's not like it's been forever. A lot of these older players are familiar with playing in this building and familiar with winning in this building, but they just haven't been able to get over the hump in a couple of those games, and it's just they finally are able to push over and through, and they had the lead at the end of the second. Again, we still don't know what happened with Sam Simon. Something happened, but he got pulled.
Well,
I found out what happened.
Oh, you found out what
Yeah,
happened?
so-
Flashing at the end of the third, at the end of the second
Slashed
period.
a when?
And that's a 5-minute in a game, and he got
Oh, wow.
got the boot at the end of the second period. Changed the entire game.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just a
Sam
mental
Sa-
error
yeah.
that changed the game for the
Their,
Rams.
their goalie slashed our goalie and got ejected for it, and they have to put in a brand new goalie, and I mean, look where it gets them. Not a 6-2 score, as you just saw, but a 7-2 score here in Fort Collins. for the Buffaloes against their rivals.
And
It just
you
feels
knew they
good.
were not going to let up with the goalie change. They were going to keep the pressure on and make sure that there was no shot Colorado State a chance to come back in this one.
And that's what you should do. That's exactly what it needs to be. And this was a game that they needed to just lock down, and they were able to do exactly that.
And I gotta say, I'm pretty sure all of us driving up here were really nervous for this game. And we were all
I was
shaking
nervous.
at the end of the second period. It was one of the best periods of hockey, I think, from a competitive standpoint I've seen all season long. And gotta say, it's crazy how the script flipped right away at the start of the third.
Absolutely. We said they needed to come out with fire, with fervor, and they did. They were a little slow at the start of that period, but they managed to get it. They got their act together. They got their there's the 7-2 score.
There you go.
There we go. They got their act together, and
They cleaned it up.
They cleaned it up and completed a really, really great third period to take a win that maybe they didn't deserve earlier on in the game, but the way they turned it around, absolutely.
Well, and they took a lot of penalties in that second period.
Yes. And
They were playing with physical,
fire.
but their tempers got the best of them. They got a couple, misconducts. They got a couple bad
And they were
penalties.
playing with physicality,
but
but like in a bad way.
It flipped in the third period. Colorado State felt more ill-tempered. They felt like they had more of a just.
Well, for
like,
Colorado State, they were
their
down
tempers
entering the
had
period.
flared.
They were down 1 goal, and that just kind of set it all off. They're looking to tie. They're looking to get any sort of advantage, and that just leads them to trouble.
Well, what a fantastic night here in Fort Collins. A bit of a last-minute change. It was originally going to be in Loveland, most likely on Saturday. They flip it here. It's the Rams senior night, and the Buffs come and play spoiler to them on their senior night and push forward with their momentum towards nationals. This will do it for our broadcast, our special broadcast here on the road in Fort Collins. We thank all of you for tuning in through all the technical issues and the Wi-Fi. We'll have it ironed out tomorrow in Boulder for the one that really matters.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
For Aiden Glockner and Jared Miller, I'm Alex Roberts. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast. We hope you have a fantastic night. We'll see you tomorrow, and you heard it here first on Scobuff Sports. Good night.